Zipporah Zone, where faith meets the crime. We talk real life, real love, real growth. Sisters in the spirit, yeah, we doing the most. This is the Zipporah Zone, strong, saved, and never
Zipporah Zone. I am your host, Lazanda Jones at MKETV. Let's get started. Well, let's recap who Zipporah is first of all. Let's go to Exodus 4:24 and through 26. And it came to pass by the way in the end that the Lord met him and sought him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, "Surely a bloody husband art thou to me." So he let him go. And then she said, "A bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision." So, with the Zipporah Zone, we wanted to recap of who Zipporah is. And Zipporah is the wife of Moses. And what she did was so significant to what we do in today's society. We take on the responsibility of men. So Moses, and I'm not going to go deep into the story, but Moses was out preaching and teaching, and so he was so caught up in the ministry till he forgot about home. So he forgot to circumcise his sons. So what Zipporah did was take it upon herself and circumcise her children to save, not only save her children, but to save Moses, because God was so angry at Moses because he didn't circumcise those boys. God was angry. And so what Zipporah did was, I'm going to take it upon myself and go out and circumcise these kids. Not only to save my children, but to save my husband. Because that's what we do. That's what women do. You know, we take the initiative when men can't see, we go out and do. And that's why we are their helpmates. And that's why God created us. But a lot of times we do a lot extra. We do a little extra. We do a lot of extra. So I just wanted to give you a little recap of who Zipporah is and why this is called the Zipporah Zone. We wanted to recognize the women who go beyond and above of what they do and who they are. So that's who Zipporah is. So now we're going to take this moment and I want to introduce you to this phenomenal, great woman of God. She is not only my friend, but she's a prophetess, she's a mentor, she's an encourager. Oh God, she has so many titles, so I just can't get into them all. But I want to introduce you to no other than Prophetess Lady Princess Mills.
Hello, I was nodding already. Wow. Because I did not know the in-depth of Zipporah.
Yes.
Wow.
We can go deeper.
We can go deeper, yes. But let's not,
Let's
because
not.
the makeup is going to ruin. Oh, wow.
Wow. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hello.
And you are, we look at you as a Zipporah because, you know, you take on a lot. You have a lot of titles you have a lot of, because you're a woman and we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot. So if you could, woman of God, can you describe to us who you are?
Well, okay. Well, she's already stated I'm Princess. Very transparent, very calm and down to earth. I'm wife. Let's go there.
Let's go there. Okay.
Yes. First, give it up to God, who's the head of my life.
Who's the head of our lives? Amen.
I love the Lord with all of my heart.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
do. Yes,
and
we do.
friends.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I am an elder in the Lord's church. A now pastor's wife.
Ooh,
Pastor-elect.
Yes, ma'am.
A mom,
Uh-huh.
friend. I'm just Princess. Caring. I go hard. Love hard. All of the above. Comical. Very a jokester.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that's to hide a lot, but I love to make people smile. Yeah. So that's love. That's me.
Okay. And can you tell us about Rockin' Royalty?
Rockin' Royalty is a ministry that I started. I want to say it was about 2013, 14.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I started. Dad, Apostle Miller.
And shout out to
Shout
our
out.
apostle, Dr. Timothy and Dr. Pamela Miller. We love you.
Yes, we do. The best leaders on this side of heaven.
Yes, it is.
Mom and Dad.
Yes, they are.
He gave me a word and I ran with it. I really started seeing myself differently in the midst of a chaotic or troublesome marriage, the second marriage. I really started seeing myself differently, and he gave me a word, and how he said it was, "You're royalty, baby."
Yes.
And so I was like, okay, well, we gonna rock royalty.
We're gonna rock royalty. And as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, she has on her lavender, and she's rocking royalty. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's jump right in.
We just gonna jump in.
We just gonna jump right in.
Okay.
Okay. So recently, maybe about 2 weeks ago?
A week.
A week ago? However
2
long
weeks
it
ago.
was.
However long ago.
You did a Facebook Live, and you were kind of expressing yourself. Would you like to elaborate on why you chose to elaborate? I mean, vent. Right, because we know a lot of people, we think that you were having a mental breakdown. Do you want to kind of tell us about that?
Sure. Actually, believe it or not, I really wanted to get back into doing encouragements, going live. And I came across a female, said some things to me that kind of shifted me. Yeah, it shifted my.
I don't need to pull up my sleeves and go to. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, woman.
It changed me. It shifted me.
We're saved, by the way.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay.
And it changed my whole mood. And I tried so very hard to fight my mind and my intentions, and so that I can go live and encourage people. And it seemed like it overpowered me. It overtook. And then events that led up to it just was what she came to, what she said was just the icing on the cake.
Okay.
Yeah. So why did I go live?
Before you talk about why you go live, because women deal with so much. So much in secret, silent. We hold so much in and we just deal with it. As Zipporah did, she just dealt with it, just took on the responsibilities of her husband, what he was supposed to do. And a lot of times we do that. We take on responsibility so that everything will stay afloat. But before you go into why you did that, do you want to tell us some of the things that was going on in your life? Because a lot of times, like Tyler Perry just had this straw, shout out to Tyler Perry, just had this weird, what's your name? In Straw, the movie Straw.
Yeah.
And Taraji.
Yeah.
She played excellent. She was excellent in that part. As a matter of fact, she was. She had a strong moment. As women, we have those strong moments. Now, we may have that strong moment behind closed scenes where no one ever sees it. Because believe it or not, I don't care what anybody says, we as women have those strong moments depending on our situation. So, was this a strong moment for you?
This was a broom moment.
A broom?
Not a strong moment. This was a broom moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a straw, but a broom.
Because that's what they say, this is the last straw. Maybe that was the whole broom for me. Because I did a lot of sweeping stuff under the rug and not dealing with it. So it wasn't a straw. Let's just take the whole broom and just do it.
Because we do that as a black culture, and no offense to any other cultures and no offense to any other races, but as a black culture, we was taught to sweep it up under the rug. And then move on. But it's not good to just sweep things under the rug because of events.
The moment.
Right.
And that's what it was to me, a moment.
Okay. Would you like to explain that moment in real time?
In real time, that moment on a Monday.
On a Monday.
Went to service Sunday. Everything was well. I'm a PK, so everything was well. Everything was good.
Okay.
So a lot of events led up to before Sunday. Just rehearsing. I know it was coming up to Father's Day. Sunday was Father's Day.
Right.
So I'm missing both of my dads. Well, all three. But more so my father and my godfather. So they were my go-to people.
And what about your brother?
And my brother.
And your brother.
Definitely my brother.
Yeah.
And they were my go-to people. So it was a lot of events and things for some apparent reason that just kept piling up that I wasn't dealing with. I was just coping. I hate to go all the way back, but with events leading up to it that I never dealt with, this was just kaboom.
So you can say at this time that you didn't actually grieve.
I didn't
You didn't
grieve.
take the moment to grieve.
I did not grieve at all.
Okay.
With my dad, he transitioned COVID in the high peak of COVID 2020. Prior to that, it was a day where I was taking care of him and my mom. Some things transpired. And sitting down at the table with tears in his eyes, my dad said to me, "If anything happens to me, let me go. I want to be at peace." So that was a hard pill to swallow. There was anger, there was bitter, there was I can't say it, but there was a heck no, you my daddy.
Right.
And being selfish, I want you here. We'll find other means. So I had to hold that, keep that secret. So I see my dad cry. I see my dad cry four to five times out of my life. And I'm not talking in service because he didn't mind in church. But, you know, with serious things or anything like that, I've seen him cry like 4 to 5 times in my life. He was strong. When I was body slammed on top of the car by an ex-husband, I seen him cry. So to see this vulnerable side of a man that I considered my hero, called my hero, to see him cry and say, I want to be at peace, that was a lot. So when COVID came, that's when I found out I was over everything and I had to make a decision. It's 9 children. So when the phone call was made to me and my mom at the time, we called all the children and asked for everybody's input. Everybody gave their input, but I couldn't say nothing because I wanted to honor him and what he said. I, for myself, wanted to say, nah, we're going to fight to the end. But in my mind, I'm thinking, remember what I said. So when the phone call came at 3 o'clock, we decided as children, hey, let's do 3 codes. We didn't want to make him a DNR because what they told us was they had to amputate him, his hands and his feet up to his legs up to his knees. So that's not, to me, that ain't my daddy. I seen him work all my life when he came a part of my life in 1990 when him and my mom got married. So he was a hard-working man, and I couldn't dare see him like that. He'd been on the ventilator 5 times now in his life. So when the phone call came, I was like, shoot, okay. But the nurse told me, hey, your dad's a strong man. So the phone call came again at 5 o'clock, and all the kids we taught, let's go through the 3 codes. We don't want to officially make him a DNR. And after running the 3 codes, if he leaves, daddy's ready to go. So I had to deal with that.
And so, and at that moment before you were able to vent, and you had all of those emotions going on in your head, because Father's Day had just been by, and you didn't have your fathers, with you, and then the young lady, so you just snapped.
I snapped.
You snapped. So you had a lot going on. Other than your fathers, what else did you have going on to make you snap? Now, we know, like I said earlier, because women have to deal with a lot, especially if you're married. You have children, you work, you may be a caregiver to your living parent. It's a lot. And I can attest to that myself because it is a lot. I wouldn't take it away because I am who I am. I'm going to do it, but it is a lot and it can be overwhelming. So when you were in that venting moment, how did you feel?
Hurt, angry, ready to fight, ready to end my life, ready to be done with it all. We were here in service that Sunday when I got the phone call that my goddad he took a turn for the worse. Then we got home 2 hours later to get a phone call that he's gone. And immediately when I wanted to scream and cry, I was told, wait, you can't do that because the kids are here. So that was suppressing. I had a dream Sunday about my brother that we were looking for my mom. He was in a black car that said Mabel, which is our deceased grandmama. And I felt like I could have prevented all of that if I would have called and said, hey, So that, dealing with molestation, having a daughter to go through it, third marriage, that seemed to be taking a turn. Tried several times to commit suicide, being put in a mental institution. Now to see children go through the same exact thing, and I can't help them. I know what they're feeling on that level because I went through that. It was a lot. And so it was like, end it all. End it all, because what I did, the route I took going off, I still felt like I protected a lot of people because I did not, we like to expose. I'm going to hurt you and I'm going to show you and tell you that you hurt me. And I still covered.
And that was one of my questions as well. So you covered the same people that hurt you?
Yeah.
That's love. That's integrity. That's what that is. That's not exposing the people, those people, because we see and we know a lot of things that we see and we don't see. But you as a woman of God cover these people who talked about you, who scandalized your name, but you yet still covered them. Tell us, what does that mean?
I felt weak. I felt like they still won. Because I really wanted to get even. I really wanted them to hurt like I've been hurting all these years. To love, to care, to
So why
give,
didn't you expose them?
do.
Because personally,
Still don't know to this day.
where we are today, I promise
The
you,
old would
yes,
have.
we would expose them creatures. That's what we're going to call them, creatures. We would have exposed those creatures because we know there is a lot of hypocrites. There are a lot of fake.
Yeah.
Now, we're not saying that there's not any real, because there are real men and women of God that's out there that who may have fallen, but they're still real men and women of God. But there are hypocrites and there are fakes that we could easily expose. But because of who we are and who we are in God, then we won't do that because...
And I didn't do it.
And you didn't do it.
And I was... After coming to, because I literally blanked out, blacked out, white out, all of it. So in that moment, I was like, they won, but I'm okay. Because I'm used to covering, I'm used to protecting, I'm used to shielding. If it's going to make you look good, then I'll do that.